Hello, everyone. Wimburn here. Before I actually get into the actual topic here, um, I'm recording this on a Sunday, but I'm scheduling this to upload on Wednesday, and this will be the only video to be uploaded in July. Reason why is I have been taking a break from watching YouTube. And if I'm subscribed to you, I apologize if I haven't really been watching your videos. I stu- I just started summer classes last week. I took my first in-person class. It was actually pretty fun because it was art, and my instructor was pretty nice. But I'm so sorry, but I need a long break for away from YouTube. I did. If you don't remember, if you haven't seen my community posts, please check that out. It's just about how my channel is doing. But I'm still taking a break from away from YouTube. There won't this is the only video that I'll be uploading in July unless I change my mind, but um yeah. So sorry if I haven't been commenting on your videos or I'm just I just need a break. It's just been making me feel down. But let's actually get into the topic. So why do I rarely play video games? And boy, you know Pokemon Scarlet, right? Something in my review I forgot to mention is the terror raids. I think I actually posted that video right before Pokemon Day, before the Walking Wake raid was announced. I haven't been doing much of the terror raids, but that Walking Wake raid was my first 5-star raid, and it began well. I reason I rarely play video games is because it's hard for me, depending on the game. If it's like an arcade game like Pac-Man, I'm fine. But if it's something like the awful terror raids in Pokemon Scarlet, I cannot control myself. Unless it's like if it's higher star, I cannot do it. I'm just done. So let's actually begin with the Walking Wake raid that happened back in February. Um, Let me actually. It's because like it just I posted about it on my socials, and it just led me to take a long break from social media. That's one reason, and the second reason I'm taking a long break from social media is because um it's just been making me sad, and it's hard for me to get my art out there. But the Walking Wake Ray was doing because I don't have Nintendo Switch Online and I refuse to pay for it. I It was a nightmare doing it solo. I had to use Gardevoir with Thunderbolt, and it was just a nightmare. I almost because I have this Dragon Quest slime controller. Yes, that exists. Look that up. And I almost broke it. I almost broke it. It was just the worst. And my dad was like so mad at me, and he had to take my Switch away from me, and it just frustrated me, and it made me keep away from terror raids ever again. Terror raids are the worst thing, and like Game Freak won't even fix the issues that's happening in that. Like every update patch they roll out, they won't fix the terror raids. Like the timer is the worst thing about the raids. Let me tell you that. But I actually did catch Walking Wake at like midnight on February 28th, I believe, because I had I forgot its name, the little plant thing. One of the NPCs had the little plant thing, and I leveled my Gardevoir up to 100, did hyper training on it, and I actually did it, and it was like the time was almost up. I'm glad that plant thing really saved my life because of its a seed sour ability that heals me. And I had clear amulet on my Gardevoir, which prevented the stats from lowering. So I know how to use like how to I gotta use instead of like spamming attacks. I just have to strategize. Like, should I raise my defense, raise my attack? But Yeah, the walking wake raid was a nightmare and it made me keep away from terror raids. But I didn't even know there was a Nintendo Direct. And I'm excited about the new Detective Pikachu sequel. I haven't beaten the first one on my 3DS, right? I actually need to catch up with that. The movie's actually really good though, but I haven't pre-ordered the new Detective Pikachu game. But the Gimme Ghoul event. Let's talk about that. Um I was like, "Oh, I just want to I was like when I saw the shiny Gimme Ghoul thing, I was excited. Like I was like, "Ooh, I want to check this out." Made me get back to terror raids. And it was in the five, and I was the first time I participated in it. I was disappointed to learn that like the three, the one, the 4-star raids because I beat in the game. I only get 3 and 4. The 3 and 4-star raids are shiny locked, and the 5-star raids. Oh boy, did I look up the rates, the shiny rates? One in is the worst shiny rate, and I can't. I kid you not. I thought they would boost the odds. I am disappointed in this event. I like I wasted my whole Saturday trying to find a shiny gimme ghoul, doing the date skip trick thing. It was just a waste of my time. I didn't even get a single shiny. I just gave up. It was the worst thing. Like I just it was I just like I can't have fun anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do another terror raid. I know they're probably gonna do a repeat of that event, and they're not gonna bother with the rates. Like the first time I did the event, when I defeated Gimme Ghoul, I noticed that the terror shards had like zero, but they actually fixed that. And I was like, why is there zero terror shards? But is that what they're called? Terror? Yeah. But Game Freak, like they did update it. They fixed that, which is a good thing. I noticed that also happened with the what was the thing, the paradox Pokemon called the Iron. Oh dang, I forgot. But it also happened with that, except it like crashed people's games and they had to start over. But the Gimme Goal event was just the worst event I have done. I can't even find a single Gimme Goal, and also its shiny is the most disappointing. Like I don't do shiny hunting that much, but its shiny is just the worst thing. All they did was like make Gimme Goal's body much wider. It's the worst shiny. And what's worse is its evolution Guldango. I think that's how you pronounce it. All he did was just make the lines a little blue. It's not it's hard to see it in game, but it's mostly visible in its home render, Pokemon home render. It is the worst shiny and I'm disappointed and I cannot believe I wasted my time trying to hunt for one of these things. Like it's really, and also in terror raids, there's no like shiny indication, no shiny animation. In Sword and Shield with the Den, I forgot the Dynamax raids or whatever you call it, they do have shiny animations, but this, nope, nope. Like I have caught so many gimme going out to check and see if they were shiny, but no, and I kept doing the day skip trick. I try to make sure to find a team, like pick. I had to level 100 every one of some of my team that I used, and I've looked up online and people are like, "Oh, use Iron Hands, use Annihilate, Ozumarill, Eevee, Ivy." I don't know. I can't. I'm not wasting my time doing all that. I'm sorry. It's just not making the game fun for me. But I do get that it makes raids quicker. But it's just not fun anymore. I can't enjoy this. I can't enjoy terror raids anymore. That's why I was like, I'm not doing 6 and 7-star raids. I haven't done the post game with the Ace Academy thing, but it's just not fun anymore. It's just like I can't. I'm losing hope. I just don't want to play another future Pokemon game after this because because they're gonna do more raids. It's gonna get much worse, and I, I I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. It's just, and plus, if I know you're gonna say you could buy Nintendo Switch online and maybe trade with other people or participate. No, it's just not fun because I've read online that people have been, either trolling in the raids or I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't. And plus, I know that there's like a ban thing for like hacked raids, but I'm scared of getting a hacked Pokemon. I'm just scared of that. Like I'm because I seen it with Sword and Shield, and when I connected my 3DS to the internet and checked the GTS thing for the very first time in my X game, I noticed that it was full of hacked legendaries. Some are like shiny legendaries, and oh, we're asking for a female. I'm just gonna give an example: a female Lugia when Lugia is genderless. It's ridiculous, and it's just like I can't enjoy any future Pokemon games after this. I it's just, Also yesterday when I was trying to find a terror raid, I I was riding on Koraidon and I actually ran into a Palmy. But what's worse is that there was like a group of Paliantaros and there's no indication. Usually when some Pokemon when you get close to them, they'll either have a question mark above their head and they follow you or exclamation point and they chase after you. These Taros had no indication of them noticing you. They see you from far away and they charge straight at you and you're engaged in battle with one of them. I was I countered I they like because of me running to palm me, I got so frustrated trying to get out, escaping from the Taros, but I ran into two of them. I'm trying to calm myself. I'm recording this on a Sunday. I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm recording this on a Sunday, and I got to see the new Elemental movie. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna make a quit thoughts video on it though, but it was actually a pretty good Pixar movie. I wish I saw it in 3D, but unfortunately, they didn't. My dad said they didn't have any 3D options. But also the movie was open caption. I My dad didn't even know until the guy at the front told us, but I was mostly focused on the movie, not the captions. So I guess that's my first open caption movie I saw in theaters. But back to the actual topic, I cannot do any more terror raids. The Gaming Goal event, worst shiny, disappointing. I can't. Worst odds, worst shiny odds that I'm just like, I'm done with this game. I'm just done. I could play the DLC, but after that, I'm just done buying a mainline series Pokemon game. Unless the next game is just pretty good and like I started my Pokemon journey with X. And I think I got that on my birthday when I was in middle school because I had a 3DS and I wanted more games on it. And I enjoyed that game, but the story wasn't that great. I love the Mega Evolution and I would buy every Pokemon game. I haven't beaten Ultra Moon yet. I know it's just the same game as Moon, but I feel bad for the mythical distributions. Like I remember watching videos of like problem with mythical Pokemon, but yeah, this is. But I remember as a kid, another. This is not Pokemon, but we're going to a different game now. I remember as a kid, I used to have this Super Monkey Ball game on the Wii, and I remember getting so angry, crying that my mom got mad at me when I was like frustrated with the controls. I think it was Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. That's the one, but I just don't want to think about it anymore. But I actually did had a breakdown today because the shiny. I just couldn't find a single shiny Gimmighoul. I just gave up. I know it's the worst shiny, and I know I shouldn't be crying over a video game, but it's me and dad hurt. My dad heard me screaming, and we had to talk. We had this long talk about it, and I'm just done. I can't. I don't want to play online either. It's just not fun. I don't want to buy a Nintendo Switch online either, unless I change my mind in the future. But I'm sorry. I can't do this. I can't do terror raid events. The only time I will play Pokemon Scar is just for the mystery gift distributions that I see on Cerebi, but that's about it. The DLC looks nice, but the performance is just gonna ruin it. I just don't want to buy another Pokemon game, except for the new Detective Pikachu, the upcoming Detective Pikachu game, and that's about it. But I have to beat the first one on my 3DS. But I was gonna record this right before I went to the theaters to see Elemental, but I decided to wait until my dad was like, you know, downstairs. But that's all I have to say. Just sharing a reason why I rarely play video games. I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna focus on my life. I need a long break, and I know that things are hard. I know it's frustrating. I'm trying to stay positive. I just like I'm just staying away from sites like Reddit, like trying to look up Pokemon information on YouTube. It's just a scary community for me. It's hard for me to enjoy the stuff I love. I still love Pokemon. I still love the creature designs. I still talk about it with my real life friends. Well, one of my real life friends because she likes Pokemon. But online, it's just scary and I can't do anymore. And but that's the reason why I rarely play video games because I can't. It's hard for me. Depending on the game, it's just hard for me to control my anger, and I feel like I do step away. I still take breaks, but when it comes to something like terror raids, for example, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. If it's, I'd rather go to the arcades, just put a quarter in and play Galaga. That's one of my favorite arcade games, Galaga. And I have like a NES Classic and a SNES Classic, and the NES Classic has Galaga on there. Yes, it's pronounced NES, I believe, but a lot of people say NES either way. Uh, and also, I have Namco Museum on 3D on my DS, and that has Galaga on there. So I just rather play arcade games. Like I used to in Marvel vs. Capcom, I used to play as Morgan from Stalkers a lot. She was like my favorite to play as. And I remember, I don't know which Marvel vs. Capcom was it. I think it might have been the Infinite one I saw at the arcades or in the mall. And I just remember mashing buttons and just beating every character, and the time ran out when I got to the boss, unfortunately. But that was like pretty fun memories. But that's about it. That's my horror story with terror raids and why I rarely play video games. But yeah, I'm taking a break. I need a long break away from YouTube, away from the internet. But I used to like, when I was like, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, I used to like look at drama and stuff, drama videos on YouTube all over. And I just feel like it's just affecting my life, and I'm stepping I've stepped away from the negative side of YouTube. So, I hope you understand how I'm feeling. I'm doing okay right now, but I'm not doing that Gimme Go event no more. That was just the worst event in my life. Worst Pokemon event ever. Worst shiny too. Also, armor the what was it? Armorogue? I just say the Armorogue line, whatever you call it. Charcadet, that's his name. The Charcadet line has the worst shiny. All he did was just change the eyes blue, but I'm trying to stay positive. I don't like talking negative, but I'm just done with terror rates. I'm never doing a 5-star raid ever again. Not even the 6 and 7-star solo. And I'm not playing online. It's just scary. I can't enjoy Pokemon anymore. I feel like I moved on to better things, but I still like Pokemon. I still have some plushies and, you know, but I can't enjoy the main series games anymore because it's just gone downhill. Even the community online is just scary. But that's about it. Take care. I'm taking a long break. Maybe until August. But see ya.